Hey girl, it's your boy B3, Kaiju Gang, back with another vlog. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about SRS Cinema. Yeah, you might have heard of them by now, SRS Cinema. They do indie film distribution, so they help you get your own copies of indie films. And recently they've been releasing lots of kaiju films. And since this is a channel built upon the foundation that is kaiju, I thought that I would talk about some of the films that SRS has released. I've even reviewed one of them on this channel. I have most of the kaiju films they've actually given us, but I've only reviewed one of them so far. So if you go to srscinemastore.com, you can see all the good stuff they got. The first kaiju film on the list is Howl from Beyond the Fog. They still have Blu-rays for that left. It's very, very limited. And you've probably heard of this movie because there's been a lot of talk about it in the kaiju community. And what they've kind of been doing for these kaiju films on SRS is they'll release a limited number on Blu-ray and a limited number on VHS as like a collector's thing. And if they sell a certain amount of the Blu-ray within a certain amount of time, then they'll release like 1,000 more. So these are actually pretty rare movies, so you need to get your hands on them while you still can. Luckily, Howl from Beyond the Fog is up. It's on sale, $10 off, which is pretty cool. Set in Kyushu during the Meiji era, a blind girl named Takiri and the blind monster from a nearby lake, I can't read today, named Nebula, fight against greedy developers who threaten to take over her family's land. Using all puppet human cast and a fantastic monster suit, it offers a new aesthetic to the world of kaiju films. I don't know if you all have seen the trailer, but it's one of the most beautiful trailers I've ever seen in my life. So it's got kaiju veterans working on it. It's very, very cool. So there are only 200 of these Blu-rays being released. That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. So if you want this film in the West, you better be picking up that Blu-ray, boy. This ain't sponsored. I'm just trying to get you all that Gucci gang, kaiju content, you know what I'm saying? This website also has what I call the Raiga trilogy. Was all released on here. I got all the versions with like the exclusive Matt Frank art and everything. And the Blu-rays for Raigo and Raiga have sold out, but they do have DVDs of Raigo for like $5. You can get DVDs of Raigo and Raiga for like $5 at Walmart. They've given them these like King of the Monsters mockbuster movie posters on the cover. So they've made the DVDs kind of look like the Godzilla King of the Monsters posters. So they're marketing them as mockbusters, even though they were made years and years and years before. Like, I remember watching Raiga at G-Fest in 2012. So yeah, those are basically sold out, but you can get the DVDs for them at Walmart now, and Amazon and stuff. But you can still, I would actually recommend getting the DVD for Raigo from SRS here so that they know you want that Kaiju Gucci. And while they don't have copies of Raiga anymore, they do have copies of the third film in the trilogy, God Raiga vs. King Oga on Blu-ray, which I do have. I haven't watched it yet, though. The giant monster Raiga returns, rising in Atami Harbor and attacking the city. A second kaiju, Oga, soon joins the chaos, and the two monsters clash, destroying large sections of the city. Defense forces launch two new weapons, the giant tank Kamikaze and the drill tank Gokureki, to meet the monster invasion head-on. But the beasts work their way to Tokyo. Will they be enough to stop the monsters from laying waste to the city? Very cool-looking film. There's also one that I think the Gargantucast guys might cover at some point called Attack of the Giant Teacher, which appears to be a parody. I actually haven't seen it. I haven't bought a copy, and I don't know anything about it. It's on sale. Most of the stuff on sale is on sale for like $10 off. This one's only on sale for about $5 off. Kinzo Mizuyawa is an earnest teacher who works at a night high school. His class is filled with unique and slightly odd students. Suddenly, the night school witnesses a drop in student numbers and has no choice but to shut down by the end of the year. Mr. Miyazawa's class decides to create a musical for the school's last festival. Then an alien beast invades Earth and begins destroying the town. Mr. Miyazawa challenges the alien beast to a fight, directed by Ishii Yoshizaku. I don't know, man. That could be fun. I like the premise. It looks fun. I'll definitely consider it, but I probably won't get it. At least not right now. And then we have one of the main reasons that I visited this site recently, because I haven't been on this site since I ordered the last Raiga movie. Conga TNT. I don't know if y'all have seen my review of Conga, but when I was a kid, many, many years ago, I had this VHS called Conga about this giant ape. Obviously a King Kong ripoff. Very stupid film. Apparently, during the quarantine, somebody made a sequel called Conga TNT. Really shitty name. It's also on sale for $10. It like just came out. Someone in the comments section on my Conga review actually alerted me to this gem. After becoming injected with a formula derived from an alien ship, a lab gorilla escapes from his containment and befriends two young boys. The alien formula causes the gorilla to grow to gargantuan size and rampage throughout the city, and the boys must find a way to save their simian friend before the army takes him down. Harambe style. The movie was made during pandemic lockdown using clips from fans, friends, stock footage, and footage Brett shot himself. So it's a true lockdown film. Like, people were shooting this movie in front of green screens in their living rooms. That is fucking alpha as shit. They were not going to be stopped when it came to making this film, but they also weren't going to risk anyone's life, which I really expect. Like, lots of big Hollywood productions are just out there, like, risking the lives of the cast and crew right now. And then the creators of Conga are just like, fuck it, we'll shoot it in our living rooms. What? That's insane. I love it. They also have a movie called Virus Shark. About a shark that like infects people with a virus, and then they have to fight virus sharks to get the antidote. A lot of stupid ass shark films end up on this website. There are a couple I've almost bought. There was one that was a very hard parody called Bad CGI Sharks that looked really funny. There was one called House Shark that looked really funny, about a shark that's attacking people within a house that like comes up out of their toilet. Yeah, so there, a lot of shark movies end up on here. But here's the listing for the Raigo DVD. I do actually want to give you guys a bit of a read-up for that, since I did mention it, even though I have reviewed the film, so you can check out the review if you want. It takes place during World War II. The battleship Yamato, the largest and strongest of its time, is on patrol when a lookout spots a massive shape half submerged in the distance. Believing it to be an enemy submarine, they fire and score a direct hit, but they are shocked when the object emits a strange cry as it sinks beneath the waves. Soon after, something much bigger arrives, the massive Kaiju Raigo, seething with rage at the murder of its cub. The monster attacks the combined fleet with incredible ferocity and awesome destructive power. The naval forces are caught off guard, and Raigo is able to destroy the escort ships and damage the Yamato before returning to the ocean depths. Now the stage is set for a final battle to unfold between the world's largest battleship and the mysterious dragon-like monster. Who will prevail? The world may never know, unless you buy the DVD, and then you'll definitely know. Yeah, and they also got a lot of merch, like you can get shirts and posters and stuff. I actually have posters for all of the Raiga trilogy movies. Most of the movies on here are kind of horror-ish, just because, okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but horror films are actually the cheapest films to make, which is why a lot of indie and exploitation films are horror films. There is an actual reason why that happens. But there are actually some really cool looking films on here. You guys should definitely check out SRScinemastore.com. It's very, very cool. They're getting heavy into the Kaiju game. They released these Raigo and Raiga movies, which are relatively old, and now they're getting the new Kaiju films like Howl from Beyond the Fog and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Brush of the Gods ended up on here at some point, once it's out. So SRS celebrating its 25th anniversary as well. You'll definitely want to check out my dirty laptop. You'll definitely want to check out SRS Cinema, Kaiju Gang. There is a lot of content on here for our community, and I do recommend supporting them and indie films in general. So that's it. Thank you all once again for the support, Kaiju Gang. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.